Dala, 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 dala. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are going to talk about a subject last discussed. The past lives no one wants to talk about. So you see, when people talk about past lives, they love to talk about and focus on the glamour. Talking about having been a king or a queen, a sorcerer, a powerful character, an intelligent one, a wise man, a wise person, a wise woman, having ruled the world or an empire or having ruled a kingdom. All this is really nice and grand, and of course from all of those experiences you gain wisdom and information and a better and greater understanding of the all, the divine, and above all about yourself. But there are also the other experiences that we've had in past lives, and for some of us in current lives. They're experiences about not being the most powerful, but of being the vulnerable one, whether it is financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. Those lives have as much to teach us as do the others. And I believe it is also part of our past to oftentimes take the time to remember those lives, to remember the lesson we've learned along the way, as those lessons contribute to make us better people and help us in harder situations as we move along, as we come back for one more experience. So the past life no one wants to talk about are the lives that have been challenging. We have a challenge dealing with adversity. We often want to turn away from looking at it or talking about it. But we all know that it is sometimes our greatest failure, our setbacks, that give us the motivation and the wisdom to overcome, to persevere, to achieve. And so do those past lives. Remember the wisdom you've gained by being a devoted servant, caring to the queen, waking at the feet of the king, having to listen, having to counsel someone else. Remember the lives where you had difficult decisions to make. In some of them, some of us had to sacrifice ourselves for our children. Sacrifice ourselves so our children could live the life they lived. Remember the life where you were not able to do or have anything you've wished for. You were not able to do or have anything you longed for. You were not even able to look or touch the things you desired more and most in your heart. That longing that you've carried from one past life to the other, that you may even be dealing with still today. Remember the lives that awaken that desire. Some of you long for a mate and a family because you've been deprived of that in the past. Some of you long to explore the world because it's a longing that transcends this lifetime. Some of you long for a quiet, homey life where you won't have to flee anymore or travel anymore. Our past lives have granted us gifts. We no longer have to feel the pain that once was, but we can keep with us the wisdom, the experience, the knowledge, and use that to guide us in the present life. So beloved, Be as curious and explorative as you are about your past life in grand and glamour, in riches and fame. Be as curious about those experiences as you should be about the one where you were less fortunate, the one where your heart was one of deeper service, the one where you had to give up certain dreams for others to shine, the one where you made sacrifices that were worth the wait, that were worth the person, that were worth the situation. You see, no matter what the past life is, when you remember it for a reason. Sometimes our memory is not just selective, it is selective for a reason, so that things that we do need come back up so we can examine them, revisit them again, and use them to guide us in our daily lives. Past lives are not a tool or something to use to brag about. They are very personal. They are part of your divine knowledge and your divine wisdom. For from each of them you should have learned what not to repeat, what has been beneficial, what value has enabled you to do better and better, what values have grounded you to remain as close as possible to the divine, what notions have also taken you astray, what things have hardened your heart, what things have sweetened your heart, what things have enabled you to create amazing relationships, and for some of them to manifest again and again in successive lives. The lessons also of broken relationships, of broken hearts, of betrayal, the circumstances, the situations, the details of it, the lesson learned, the scars healed. Sometimes you are called to look at all of that, just as a reminder, beautiful. Not for you to pity yourself, or not for you to bolster yourself, but simply as a reminder, so you can reach within that wisdom, those past experiences that go beyond this life, and sankofa the wisdom that you need to face whatever is coming your way, to face whatever situation you may find yourself in. Sometimes it may be a specific lesson. Sometimes it may just be the motivation to continue, to keep going, to get through whatever you are going through. So I hope this discussion about past life is going to help you look at past life a little bit differently. For some of you to stop envying the experiences of others and to focus on the wisdom and the gifts that are in your own. For some of you, it is also to stop pitying yourself for no matter what situation you are going through now. You may have gone through it before and overcome it. You may also find the courage and the motivation to continue on towards the person you wish to be. For some of you, you may remember the task you had left unfinished, the many sacrifices you've made, many past lives, in order to get you where you are today. So you can finally close the loop, so you can finally complete what you've started so many lives ago. The meaning and the foundation of past life resides not in what they showed us, but what we can take from them, how they enrich us by and through the experiences that we've lived, the wisdom that people have shared along the way, the love we've received in each of those lives, and the growth that we must never forget, so that we don't repeat the same mistakes, so that we are able to make better decisions. We are able to fully and truly choose who we want to be in this life and the more to come. And the choice is always yours, beloved, to look forward, but also to sometimes look backward so that you can remember, understand, learn, and find the strength to continue to go on, enjoy, and live in the present, as well as prepare for the future. I hope this was useful. As usual, leave your comments below, and I will see you in the next video.